going on, my peoples? It's your boy Kenny, man. I'm back one time for your mind. Welcome to OBF the Family Channel, people. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button. Tell somebody to know somebody to come subscribe to the channel and join in and through the chat, people. Man, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. Listen, people. This is what racist people do. Listen, it's like, listen, when you don't even recognize your racism, right? Or certain racist types of words that you use when you talking about black folks. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't think that they truly understand it, but then sometimes I think they do it on purpose. Now, Janine Perro, whatever the fuck her name is, I don't know if she white or not. I think she mixed with something, but she got in her to get on the five and get there with her little white supremacy buddies and shit, and everybody else being somewhat professional, but she had to go to the stereotypes, calling black people thugs. This ain't the hood. And listen, let's just get into this, because this was Will Smith, his type of reaction of what he did. Okay? Does not represent all black people. He is just one black man. One black person. He doesn't represent the black community. And let me just explain something to everybody. No, matter of fact, let's just get into the clip and then I'll break it down, because I want to get to Janine Perro and her racism. And like I said, a lot of times these white supremacists, they want to call us niggas, but they use stereotype words and shit, the hood, thugs, and all that other goofy shit to categorize black folks, right? Listen, first of all, let's just get something really, really straight. Just because Will Smith grew up in, I say fair, I don't even think Will Smith really grew up in the hood, but he grew up in a decent neighborhood, or somewhat decent neighborhood. Doesn't mean that he's some type of thug or he from the hood. But that's just to let you know the racism with these people. And I told y'all, everybody out here glorifying what this man did, I told y'all it's going to be backlash. After everybody get off their little high horses, their little bullshit of, oh, I'd have did it if it was my wife. Listen, we grown. Listen, we supposed to be setting an example for the children. We can't be going around smacking people just because people said something about you. If that's the case, we should be smacking the shit out of every white person that called black people niggas. And I'm dead serious about that. Anytime they use the N-word, smack the shit out of them. Like, seriously, if that's the case, if that's okay, it's not okay. You smack a man over a joke. But let's get into it, because I just want y'all to hear the racism. I tried to tell y'all.
Was a big hit, but for all the wrong reasons. The Academy now investigating Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock across the face over a joke Rock made about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Watch here.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
And then mind you, see, my problem with this whole situation, you can tell that Chris Rock didn't say that joke to intentionally try to hurt her or insult her or disrespect Will in that way. It was just a fucking joke. And it wasn't the greatest joke in the world, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't nothing that crossed the line. Listen, man. Chris was gonna move on. He wasn't gonna talk about it no more. He was ready to move on and present what he came out there for. Trying to tell y'all, man, like, people that condone what Will Smith did, man, y'all wrong, man. I don't understand what's going on in the world, man. Like, you want to put hands and feet on people for the wrong thing. Motherfuckers out here actually calling black people niggas and shit. Yeah, I don't hear people talking about, oh, they should have put hands and feet on them. It ain't like she dying either from an illness and shit. She just got a disease that her hair is falling out. Come on, man. You know, whatever, man.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the out of me. Nick,
name out your mouth.
wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Will Smith apologizing. Not
And let me let me say this. Will Smith. And I'm gonna say this. Because look, people make mistakes. People cross lines. People make mistakes. All right. I don't think this was a mistake. I think he intentionally went up there and did what he did. It was just a bad judgment call, I guess you can say. You can question his judgment of why he did that, but he intentionally did that. So if you intentionally went up there to put your hands and feet on that man, listen, nigga, I don't want to hear no apology. I said that shit the other day in the video. I don't want to hear an apology. You smacked that man on national TV. You apologize with him standing right beside you, giving him some love, and apologizing to him to his face and in front of the world. I told y'all, I ain't trying to hear that whole, you know, he writes some shit on Instagram and all that, on Twitter and all that other goofy shit apologizing to Chris Rock. That shit means nothing, nigga. And I told you, Tony Rock, when he see Will, it's on. I don't give a fuck if Chris Rock even accept the apology. I try to tell you, listen, and I'm not condoning violence, people, but I try to tell you, it's certain people he knew who to do that to. He knew who to do that to. And let me explain something to y'all. As much as everybody want to sit out here and get mad at Will Smith and shit for what he did, which is, we should. The other part is, why didn't Jada stop him? Now, she may not have knew what he was going to do, but you see your husband walking up on stage, which is live TV, billions of people watching. Wouldn't you think like, hey, baby, no, come on, we'll handle it another time. Nah. I told you about Jada Pinkett Smith. She toxic, man. She toxic. That woman, listen, man. And I'm gonna be very, very honest about this. Listen, she already was like this real arrogant type of woman anyway to me. It's nothing really humble too much about her to me. And she's just drama. It's drama with this woman. And I don't see, and listen, Will might be trying to make up for some shit that he did to her first, was out there horning around and, you know, trying to show how much he cared about his wife. And I mean, I don't know what's going through the brother mind, but all I know is that this is some bullshit. This bullshit. It's bullshit to me, people. But she is toxic. Where's she at? Why she ain't stop this brother? So he won't go up there and make a fucking fool of him, you, and your family. And then motherfucker said, well, I hear a lot of women and shit. You know, listen, man. Listen. I hear a lot of women out here defending this shit. Listen, this ain't nothing to, like, he could have went to jail. I mean, your woman Like, it's other things where you could protect your woman from, but a fucking joke? He was defending his wife. Bullshit. First of all, she can give a look and say what look however she wants. She ain't say nothing. I ain't hear her say nothing. Maybe we ain't catch that, but come on, man. For your woman to put you in that situation, it's toxic. I have no respect for Jada Pinkett Smith, man. I keep saying that. She got Will Smith out here looking like a goddamn fool. I'm dead serious. This dude out here assaulting comics for jokes. He embarrassing himself, crying while she telling him she fucked their son's friend, their kid's friend. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna just explain something to people. When people be out here talking about, because Jada Pinkett Smith said this shit on that little circle table, whatever, red circle table, that she got a sex addiction. She had I guess she still got one, or she had one. Like that's some type of fucking disease. No, you just hyper sexual. That's it. You like to have fucking sex. And people like that should just go ahead and be porn stars, nigga. I'm dead serious about that. You don't need help. You need to be a porn star. You don't need to go see no motherfucking no therapist. Nigga, you go be a motherfucking porn star. You get all that sexual energy about you. They gang bang and all that shit. You can get all the sex you want. You're crazy ass. This lady crazy as bitch. Y'all believe that shit when Tiger Woods said that shit about I had a sex. You ain't got no sex addiction. You just a whore. You like to fuck around. You like different women. You're a celebrity. All that white pussy was thrown at you. Was like, oh, give me some. Whoop, 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 whoop. All them marshmallow pussies just jumping around on you. And you couldn't help yourself. Your little Mr. Potato Head down low told you, hey, let's get that marshmallow. Let's move on.
Is he not to Rock, but to the Academy for the altercation while accepting the award for Best Actor, but offered no direct apology to Chris Rock?
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. Love will make you do crazy things. Hope the Academy invites me back. Thank you.
So far, Chris Rock declining a final.
And that's some cowboy shit. Love will make you do crazy things. No, you're a sucker for love, ass nigga. Listen, I love my wife. I do anything in the world for. It depends what it is. I ain't gonna make a fucking fool of myself because my wife get her feelings hurt off of a fucking joke. Especially if, at least I gotta give a motherfucker a chance. Like, hey man, don't play with me. Don't play with my wife like that. I at least give you a warning. Then if I gotta if you still want to be disrespectful after that, then I put hands and feet on you. I ain't condoning violence, but I'm just saying. Now you just disrespect me as a man if you're going to just continue antagonize me and my wife. But it was people, they was at the Oscars, comics there, they joke, people. They make jokes about people in the audience. That's what they do. This ain't that serious, man. He ain't had no reason to put his hands and feet on that man, man. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let's move on, man.
A police report after the assault, and Will Smith was unfazed, seen dancing to Getting Jiggy with it at an Oscars party afterwards. TMZ reporting that Chris Rock apparently had no idea Will's wife.
Then a motherfucker had a nerve after that and study him. Because see, people were sitting there acting like that shit was okay. So he thought it was okay at the time. Listen, I'm telling you. And so he goes to the after party, go to a little after party, getting jiggy with it, singing this little bullshit ass song. Okay? Which he should have been trying to find Chris Rock and apologize to that brother. But nah, he want to play like he this tough guy. Man, listen, man. All I'm saying is this. I wish a motherfucker would. Listen, man, ain't nobody got time for playing around with these scary ass Negroes, man. These scary ass people, man. All that talking, you know, and just doing inappropriate shit, fucking with people. It was like a bullying thing. You knew Chris Rock. You put him in a fucked up position of like, damn, if I get to fucking him up in here, man, we both gonna lose. But me myself, him smacking me, I felt like I'd have lost and ain't do nothing about it. So I'd have man, Will have been fighting. Motherfuckers be like, oh, well, you know, Chris Rock, a small dude, you know, Will 6'2". I don't give a fuck. I used to beat big dudes up all the time. I don't give a fuck. Learn how to fight, nigga. Pick a chair up, nigga. You know what I mean? Hit niggas with them, you know, chairs. Like, nigga, anything goes in fighting, nigga. Once a motherfucker put their hands on you, anything goes. Motherfuckers cross the line. Let's move on.
Jada has alopecia. Piers Morgan, welcome to the show. Welcome to the network. Brett,
Thank
to
you.
have you. What did you make of all this? You saw it live?
Well, first of all, lovely to be here on this fabulous show. I see myself as the reincarnation of George III. And wish to be treated with the same enthusiasm that we treated my royal forebear. So good to be here. No, it was the most stunning piece of television, wasn't it? And it made the Oscars interesting. It boosted their ratings. It did all the things we've been sort of saying, the Oscars has gone off the boil, no one cares anymore. But I thought about it a lot, about what I thought about this. It's actually quite complicated because I thought, if I was Will Smith and my wife had been through 4 years of alopecia, which is a very serious condition, particularly I think for women, where they lose their hair in clumps. And eventually last summer, she shaved her head. And she talked about it being a terrifying experience that she'd gone through, losing all her hair. To then sit there...
No, hold on. Now, mind you, listen, people, I don't watch that bullshit ass circle table ever since that whole situation with Will Smith. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought it was a disgrace. So I don't watch that shit no more. So I didn't know that she had this disease. Okay, like everybody, listen, people, and like I said last time, listen, people, listen. Will Smith is the guy. Motherfuckers know Will. Nigga, she didn't get his last name, nigga. She just be Jada Pinkett, nigga. Nobody know who the fuck she. Listen, I ain't saying nobody know who she is, but she ain't Will. She ain't on the same level as him. That's like I was telling everybody, like, that's why I was like, kind of like, what the fuck going on? Remember when even the shit with Tiger Woods, but Michael Jordan, when they got the divorce and shit, like, nigga, I don't know. Listen, nigga, I don't know Michael Jordan's wife, nigga. She ain't nobody. And she might, listen, I'm not knocking her profession or what she does. I'm just saying, she ain't on a level to be getting that type of money from him. But I guess she was like, he been fucking around. You know, you motherfuckers be out there doing shit. She like, fuck, for all that time, I've been forgiving you and standing by your side, nigga. And just letting you humiliate me and shit, nigga, I want half. Or give me somewhere close to half. But none of them women deserve none of that money. And then I keep saying this to all women. Listen, you get a divorce, don't keep telling me you independent if you want half of another man's bread that he made. And people will be like, oh, well, you know, they made it together. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And first of all, let me explain something to everybody. Well, they sitting home taking care of the house. He bought the house. He bought the cars. Oh, she taking care of the kids. They both created them fucking kids. And first of all, you shouldn't get paid for taking care of your motherfucking kids. They your kids. Just as much as it's his. Why the fuck he gotta pay child support? He should do the same exact shit that he was doing before y'all got a divorce. Taking care of his motherfucking kids when they need. Or when they want something. Motherfucking child support. Listen, man, that shit is all bullshit. Nobody knows who the fuck Jada Pinkett Smith like that. She ain't that motherfucker like that. It's Will. Her kid's even more popular than her. Okay? You might know who the fuck out of Jada Pinkett Smith.
The Oscars and have 1 billion people watching as a guy mocks you for that. Now, it then comes down to me to one or two things. Did Chris Rock know that she'd had alopecia? In which case, I felt, comedian or no comedian, he crossed the line. And if
First of all, no, he didn't. Because like I said, I was explaining to the OBF family and shit yesterday when we was behind the scenes talking. Listen, hey, man. I didn't hear worse. People that actually mentally retarded. Comics make fun of mentally retarded people. I done seen comics rip the fuck out of people just sitting in the audience. Had people in tears. He said one little joke, and the joke wasn't even like hurtful like that. What the fuck you even there for? You know, that bothers me about people. If you embarrassed about something about yourself and shit like that, you know, just be better. You get what I mean? Get some confidence. And I understand. I'm not going to sit and pretend like I know how Jada Pinkett Smith feel about her situation with her disease or whatever. But come on, people. I didn't hear comments say shit about cancer patients, nigga. Like, come on. Comparing people looking like cancer patients. They made jokes like that. Like, come on, man. Shit. I mean, people get high. That's a disease. People talk about crackheads all the time. You hear comics and shit. I ain't even a comic, nigga. I talk about crackheads. Like, come on. The fuck is going on?
Will Smith, I'd have been pretty tempted to do the same thing. Don't condone the violence. I'd have been tempted to do the same thing to defend my wife. But Chris Rock has made it clear.
And you got fucked up. See, people keep saying, "Well, I don't condone the violence," but then you turn around and say, "I think I would attempt to try to do the same thing." That don't make sense. Because first of all, it's better ways to handle that situation. He could all that yelling at he smacked him. You see how when he go sit his punk ass down, and he was like yelling and screaming, take leave my wife's name out your mouth. Stop, you know what I mean? Shit like that. He could have said that before he went up there and smacked him. At least give him a warning. And actually, before Will started walking up there, Chris was getting ready to, move on and do what he came up there to do. Will Smith overreacted. Like a sensitive ass, sucker for love ass nigga that he is. He always been a hypersensitive ass nigga. Like, just let's be honest. I guarantee you, I'm just trying to tell you, if one of them rappers or something like that was up there making a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith ain't going up there. Because he know better. Oh, goofy ass nigga, man. Come on, somehow everybody condoning this shit. That's not cool, man. Ain't nothing about this make any sense to what he did. I ain't even in the past. Only thing I can understand is that this maybe was his tipping point. And he just blew up from all the fucking embarrassment shit. But like, you mad at everybody else for making fun of you and your wife, but your wife is the one that put you and her in these situations with her bullshit. Like, I mean this shit. Some of that shit that they be talking about on that red table, circle table, whatever the fuck it's called, some of that shit is too private. It should stay private. It's too personal. Some of that shit they need to just keep. Like, you don't talk about certain shit. It ain't nothing about being, like, people like, oh, you know, it's good to be transparent. I'm very transparent, people. But there's certain shit I ain't gonna say on here. Come on, man.
Yeah, apparently through friends, that he didn't know that she'd had alopecia. In which case, it just becomes a joke about someone's aesthetic appearance.
Now, time out. Now that's the word. People saying that Chris didn't know that she had this disease. So there we go again of his Will Smith hypersensitive ass overreacting. That's why I said a warning of him saying, hey, man, don't play like that with my wife, man. It's a disease that she got. Don't play like that. And I told y'all, it just, to me, the joke didn't seem like he was making fun of her disease. He was just talking about her hairstyle. Because I don't think everybody knew why she cut her hair bald. Everybody don't give a fuck about Jada Pinkett Smith like that. She ain't the talk of the town like that. But anyway, let's move on, man.
He probably thought she looked pretty cool. He compared her to G.I. Jane. Then he doesn't deserve any of the stuff that went down. And to me, it goes to a wider point, I think, about that marriage, about Will Smith's state of mind, about, I don't know, whatever's going on there. We don't really know. But it was a stunning moment. But I found myself gravitating, unlike 99% of people, I think, to feeling slightly defensive towards Will Smith.
A lot of people in the room were defending Smith, or like consoling him, trying to make him feel better. But nobody was doing that to Chris Rock. Judge, what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think that the Oscars are not the hood. I think it's not a bar. I don't think you march up on stage because a guy makes a joke of your wife.
Listen, people. People in the hood don't go around smacking people. I just need people to know that. So what she's saying doesn't make no fucking sense anyway. But there she go being racist. And people going like, well, how can you just take that as, it's a black, she talking about black people. Listen, people, what white trailer park people you hear them saying that they live in the hood? They say they from the trailers. They don't say they from no motherfucking hood. Only time you see white boys talking about they from the hood is because they hanging around black people. But white people don't be talking about they from the hood. They call themselves rednecks, trailer park trash, or they from the trailer parks. So that's a direct, black people say hood. We call the streets the hood. That's our slang. That's our lingo. So she know exactly what she's saying. So people want to get out. You don't know she talking about black people. It's white people that live in bad neighborhoods, but they ain't calling it the hood. Unless they're around black people. The fuck is wrong with you? I know racism when I hear it. This ain't got nothing to do, just you try to clean it up. And see, that's the thing that white people, these racist white people do. Some of them do, right? They try to clean it up. Oh, this ain't a bar. People ain't in the bar smacking people. What the fuck are you talking about? None of what she said made any fucking sense. People ain't in the hood. Listen, people. Man, you smack somebody in the hood, you might die. It's a 90% chance or 95% chance you smack another man. A man smack another man in the hood, you might die. 95% of the time you might die. Cause you know why you ain't just gonna roll up on nobody and smack nobody? Cause you don't know what that motherfucker got. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. I don't know where they do this shit at. Their whole reason of trying to be racist, to disrespect black people and shit, you know, they making up shit like this shit happens in the hood. It does not. You don't smack people in the hood. I'm telling you, like, listen, the most likely what happen if you do see somebody get smacked, it is an abusive ass nigga smack the shit out of his girl. And that nigga going to jail. Or her brothers and cousins or a bunch of dudes in the hood gonna fuck him up. Niggas don't be smacking. Just trying to tell y'all, man. That's like very rare that shit even ever happens. I'm trying to tell y'all, people die. People die for talking shit. So ain't no man walking up to another man smacking them. I'm telling y'all. I don't know where they do that at. Not where I come from. I don't know. All these off-brand ass people, I don't know what's going on. Then they just try to clean it up with, oh, well, the bar. Bitch, ain't nobody in the bar smacking nobody. Try to act like, oh, white people from the hood. They don't even call it the hood. Anyway, let's move on, man. Fuck a bunch of racism. I
Your
just can't
wife,
stand this
honestly,
shit.
I think is complimentary. She could do G.I. Jane too. She's got Jada Smith she's got a fabulous body and she's beautiful, as was Demi Moore in that film. But aside from all that, in the middle of an event where people are going to get awards in their chosen profession, that this guy takes it upon himself to disrupt the event, to go up on stage, to commit violence on stage, then come back and curse out.
First of all, listen, people. Janine Perreault shouldn't be talking to you unqualified to speak on these issues. To me, this is my opinion. Listen, nobody's condoning what Will Smith did, but Janine Perreault, you said nothing. Oh, actually, probably if I'm not mistaken, actually defended Donald Trump telling people that's in the crowd to put hands and feet on people that's protesting in this rally or destructing the rally. Trump threatening people. Back in the day, I would punch him right in the mouth. Trump ain't even thorough like that, but he out here threatening people. You ain't had no problem with that. And listen, and I told y'all, and shout out to my brother Weezy, because he brung this up. He said this shit, because I kept telling him take race out of it. The only reason I kept telling Weezy to take race out of it, because to me, my opinion, this ain't got nothing to do with race when black people are talking about this, because these are our people. Will and Jada and Chris Rock, they our people. So I took race out of it. I said I didn't give a fuck who made the joke. He shouldn't have never did it. Put hands and feet on anybody. Use your words, nigga. Use your vowels. Real talk. But this ain't white people's problem. Let us deal with Will and them. And for all you stupid ass black people out there thinking that what he did was okay, or he defending his wife, fuck y'all. Cause see, this is what happened when y'all condone this shit. See, we need to hold our people accountable. Not let these motherfucking white supremacists out here thinking that they gonna hold us accountable. No, we hold ourselves accountable first before these motherfuckers even get to opening up their mouth. Whoopi Goldberg. You acting like you was okay. And I said this about everybody. Everybody was in the moment. Yeah, he should have did what he did. And, I'd have did the same thing. And then the next day, had the motherfuckers like me come out and explain this shit, that shit was disrespectful, uncalled for, inappropriate, the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life that a man to do over a fucking joke. Then everybody now all of a sudden, yeah, I get your point. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, we don't condone the violence. But you just was up there saying, oh, he just snapped. I don't give a fuck if he snapped and had a nervous break. I don't give a fuck. It was a better way for him to handle that. He was laughing at the fucking joke until he looked at his wife. His wife gave him a look. Just like a little punk-ass puppy dog that he is. Get him, boy. And his punk ass ran up there and put hands and feet on Chris Rock. Chris Rock, I'm disappointed in you. But at the same time, I told y'all, Chris Rock ain't that type of dude. He not a violent dude like that. He not, he ain't confrontational like that. I ain't gonna say he ain't with the shits, but he's not that guy. Some people are like that. Some people don't do violence because they might have been so violent back in the day. And so they don't like violence. Like, I don't like violence. I don't like guns, and I don't like that shit no more. I did the violence shit back in the day. I seen a lot of people die for nothing. I seen a lot of people. I got bullied when I was a kid. I seen other people get bullied. I think shit. If I could look at back in my past, I think I probably bullied some people if I could think of it. Because I'm a victim of being bullied. So I wind up with the bully. What is a bully? Wind up being a victim of bullying, turning into a bully. So I ain't with the violence. I ain't with people bullying people and shit like that. Violence should be the last thing we ever have to do. Especially we grown-ass men. We're talking about 50-year-old men. We're not talking about children. We're not talking about young folks in their 20s, early 30s, teenagers. We're talking about grown-ass men in their 50s. Get ready, most likely in another 5 or 6 years, be grandparents. Come on, man. Nobody got time for this shit. Just making the black people look bad. Like not even making us look bad, because Will Smith is only that one person. Listen, he don't represent all black people. But like I said, as a community, as black people, we talk about this shit. Like, nigga, what are you doing? What you trying to make us look bad? That's my conversation. That's my words to Will. What are you doing? Jada, we already know you toxic.
So we can't even put on television what he says because he feels slighted about a joke, which most people, and by the way, if that's a standard, I should go to Saturday Night Live and really go crazy over there.
Yeah.
All right, but he doesn't have the right, and the
Well,
public does not
actually,
have
you
to be-
deserve everything that they do over there to you. Because you're a horrible person. And don't act like you ain't okay with violence. See, that's the problem with these motherfuckers trying to sit there. They appalled by what Will Smith did. Listen, these are the same people that was okay with Trump sending the police and the National Guard to violate citizens when they was protesting. They was okay with that shit. Don't sit up there and act like, oh, you appalled what Will Smith did. You weren't appalled what the police and the military did when Trump sent them to go do it. You bitches was defending police officers that killed George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. You defend these crooked ass cops every fucking chance you get. I'm ready to do a story on that. You're sitting around acting like it's no problem with these police violating, abusing citizens and shit. You okay with the violence? Bunch of violent motherfuckers.
not have to be subjected to that. I don't want, if I had little kids, my kids seeing that kind of thing. And let me tell you something else. You talk about criminal privilege.
Hold on, let's go back. I know this bitch ain't just say what I thought she just said. I know she ain't just say what I thought. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, but he doesn't have the right, and the public should not have to be subjected to that. I don't want, if I had little kids, my kids seeing that kind of thing. And let me tell you something else.
Really? Really? but when Trump was out there talking about grabbing women by the pussies on tape, and said, "Oh, it's just locker room talk." Oh, you down there defended that shit. You suck the penis off, you suck the skin off his dick every chance you get. But you don't want your kids to see, oh, somebody get smacked the fuck up. You was okay with Trump at rallies telling people to attack people in the other people that was in the crowd that wasn't there, that was protesting against him, to get violent with these people. You was okay with that. You was okay with the children to watch that bullshit. You was okay when Trump was sitting up there telling people to drink bleach, spray in your mouth and drink Lysol or whatever the fuck. You okay with Trump telling white supremacists to stand down like they his peoples? You was okay with that. You okay with racism? Bitch, please, you are the wrong person to be acting like you are Paul or what Will Smith did. Listen, the brother had a bad moment. It's consequences for his actions. He lucky he don't get his like, you know, him getting arrested. He lucky at the end of the day that Chris Rock a real dude, and was like, man, I don't even want to go through the hassle. He just wanted to get the shit over with. He wanted that shit just to go, you know, under the table. But Chris Rock, we live in a day and age of technology, brother. That shit ain't going away. You are a meme, nigga. And you are a meme because of simple fact you ain't fight back. Being a part of that white society of Hollywood or whatever the fuck going on at Hollywood, I'm sorry. It ain't worth it to me. Nigga, you got enough money, nigga, you can just go be a stand-up comic. You will be fine. You ain't putting out movies like that anyway. You a comic. You can always go back to your bread and butter. Man, listen, ain't no excuse in the world of letting another man smack you when you don't do nothing about it. I'm sorry, Chris Rock. Love you, bruh, but come on. But Janine Perreault, the nerve and the audacity that you talking about, oh, the kids to see this. Bitch, you don't give a fuck about these children. You let a fake-ass dictator try to lie about election, run the country in the mud, try to kill us with COVID-19, this old goofy bastard. Out here giving people wrong information and shit. Making up conspiracy theories and shit. Putting children's lives in danger. Our children are more in danger than they ever been. Since that motherfucker had gotten office. And all these goddamn nut jobs running around here making his bad behavior okay. He out here still big up in Putin, nigga. I don't give a fuck if he don't like Biden, nigga. You like the United States of America, right? So I don't give a fuck if Biden this and Putin, your boy, like, fuck Putin, nigga. And that's when people talk about he love America. How the fuck you love America when you side with Putin, nigga? Anyway.
You talk about criminal privilege, you talk about celebrity privilege, that guy hasn't. He wasn't walked out of the Oscars. He could have been taken out in cuffs. That was a crime, what he did.
First of all, how many motherfucking laws Donald Trump broke, bitch? Now, you make all the excuses in the world. I know you see the same videos that we see of these race soldier cops out here brutally beating people up. They just paralyzed the white dude. Did they kill him? No, they killed him. They smothered him to death. They did a George Floyd on him. White dude. I don't hear Janine Perreault this upset about those situations. Bitch, listen. This story ain't a big deal to me. I'm just showing the races. The Will Smith, Chris Rock ain't that big of a deal. Let me tell you why. Because Chris Rock, didn't do nothing about him being smacked. So I don't give a fuck about it no more. I don't. I thought it was a waste of time anyway, but I don't give a fuck about what Will Smith did. I don't care. I'm just telling you that what he did was wrong, and he could have handled it better. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about this. This ain't no stain on the black community or no shit like that, nigga. He just one black person, nigga. He don't represent all black people. Him and Chris Rock do suspect shit to me. So, and I ain't talking about on no gay shit. I'm just talking about for the culture. These niggas don't stand for nothing. They out here that, you know, when Jada and them said they wasn't gonna go to the Oscars, and Chris Rock was making jokes about that. Like, niggas, stand with your people. Stop. You know, the niggas just kill me, man. Anyway, let's just move on, man. Before I get into a whole nother thing.
They did. It's on tape. And it doesn't matter if Chris Rock doesn't want to file charges. It is the people of the state of California versus Will Smith. And Hollywood, though, proves that they don't have to follow the rules. If you're
First
on
of
the
all,
right,
bitch, let the police come get Will, nigga. Will Smith got paper. He be all right. So I heard the police, they was like, they went to Chris Rock. What you going to Chris Rock for? He ain't call y'all. What I tell you about the police? Excuse me. What I tell y'all about the police? I told you they come after the crime has happened. They're never there when the crime happens. Before the crime happens. They come after the crime happens. They are investigators, nigga. They don't stop crime, nigga. They ain't no crime fighters, nigga. They don't prevent crime. They actually commit more crime. If you ask me. So tell the Los Angeles police departments, shut the fuck up. And go find some real crimes that's happening, bitch. I wish the district attorney would go try to press charges against motherfucking Will Smith. You bitches. He'll get out, he'll be home. He gonna do a Michael Jackson. He gonna walk in and he gonna walk out. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I said I ain't playing games and shit. Oh, you want to press charges? The man told you no. And she talking about, oh, they still they can still do it, and I wish they would. I wish they would. If the person that got assaulted said no, I don't want to do nothing, leave the shit alone. Was it criminal? Yeah. But if the motherfucker that the victim don't want to press charges, leave the shit alone. Let them work it out. If I'm Chris, I'm suing the fuck out of Will. Nigga, you gonna give me a couple of them millions? I ain't gonna press charges on you, but you gonna give me some millions. We gonna do a settlement. You gonna do something? But there they go, white people. These racist white people. They always try to lock black people up. Listen, it wasn't criminal people. Yeah, it's a smack. And I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just saying, like, what are you gonna go to jail for what? Shit, we know what judges do now. Rapists can rape children and rape people and shit and go home. But you gonna lock Will up for assault? You gonna give him time? You gonna lock him in jail for an assault? For smacking the motherfucker? But when you let rapists out, bitch? Anytime I ever see somebody leave and you know you got all the evidence saying that this person raped somebody and he felt guilty and a judge let him off, fuck you. Don't tell me that it's equal justice out here. You letting pedophiles roam. You think he ain't gonna do it again? Listen, once a pedophile or a rapist rape or molest a kid, they gonna do it again. Fuck a disease, that's just who they are. They are mentally fucked up. I don't know how people can come back from raping somebody or molesting a child. Who does that? And mind you, we're not talking about these are children. We're talking about grown-ass people, grown-ass men, grown-ass women, molesting children. Man, let's move on, man. Move on. Fuck Janine Pellereau. Fuck that bitch.
If you're on the right and you say something they don't like, then they can respond with violence. And I think, by the way, Piers, to follow up on what you said, I think the guy's an emotional wreck.
First of all, how this got to do with politics? She said, "Oh well, if somebody on the right say something that you don't like, you can just do violence." What? The fuck that got to? Bitch, all the ignorant, racist pieces of shit, the garbage that y'all spill on the right. Ain't nobody putting hands and feet on y'all like that. Y'all the ones out here putting your hands on people, killing people. Church people minding their business. Racist right-wingers running around killing unarmed people. Get the fuck out of here. The man smacked somebody. He ain't smacked nobody on the right. They both Democrats. They're the elite liberals, right? They ain't do nothing to y'all. The fuck you talking about? You on the right, you do something, you get smacked. Bitch, ain't nobody doing nothing to y'all. And that's part of the problem. I don't condone the violence, but I'm just saying. All the disrespectful shit y'all say out y'all mouth. You said something, Janine Pellereau, you just said something worse than what Chris Rock just said. Oh, this ain't the hood. What? You a racist bitch? Anyway, let's move on, man.
He goes from cursing to fighting to crying to, what is wrong with him? And the Academy
man had a
should
breakdown.
not condone it. And honestly, he shouldn't be allowed to come to the academies again. Look, Kanye West can't go to the Academy.
Yeah, he was pre-banned.
Yeah, he was
And look, and let me just tell you something. I'm gonna explain something very real to y'all. See, a lot of them be saying this shit because they be mad at the Grammys and like a lot of these platforms, right? These events, these award events, because they ain't welcome. Because off of the hateful rhetoric that they say about those people, so they can't go or they won't go. They ain't even invited. So that's why a lot of times, that's why they be talking about the elites and all that other shit. They elite too. Listen, Janine Pellereau is worth a couple of $1 million, people. She ain't broke. She up there making what the rappers make, nigga. She got money. All the motherfuckers sitting on the 5 millionaires. Yeah, we ain't part of the elite. Listen, people, if I'm worth $1 million, I'm a part of the elite. Okay? I don't give a fuck if I hit the lottery, nigga. If I'm worth a couple of $1 million, I'm a part of the elite. It doesn't matter, people, that if I give back and I do for people, whatever that means. But if I do that and I'm still worth millions of dollars, people, I'm a part of the elite. I wouldn't be ashamed of that. I ain't gonna shame people for being rich and having money. I just want people to help others with the money. That's it. That's it. They out here hating. They hate. How you hating on something that you are a part of as well? Chuck Cousin, all of them, they always say that the elite. Who the fuck you think Donald Trump is? Part of the elite.
And
So if I may just come back to that. I mean, every cowboy film I've ever watched, they go in the bar and one cowboy disses another cowboy's wife. What happens? Right? The cowboy punches him or shoots him and everyone cheers him because they think he's a man of honor, defending the honor of his wife. You know, I asked my wife this morning, I said, out of interest, if you'd had alopecia, and this was our situation, and someone did that, and I went up and slapped him, what would you think? She said, I've just had a conversation with our daughter, who's 10. And she said, you know,
Hold on, people. Fuck commercial.
I'm afraid Dada would have done the same thing. But violence is never the answer. And I sort of think that. I think
say,
that,
Jesse, you
I think we can all
Let me
agree
explain
it's
something to you. No, they would. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. See, I keep saying this to everybody. People keep acting like, oh, they would go do the same thing. No, you would not. Listen. Let me explain something to you. Piers Morgan talking that gangster shit. Cause the one thing these racists always say, they act like they afraid of black people. Listen, a part of them is, but a lot of them really not, right? But a little bit inside their racism, they are scared of black people, right? You think Piers Morgan is gonna roll up on stage and smack the shit out of Steve Harvey or Jamie Foxx? I'll wait. I'll wait. You know goddamn well he ain't doing that. He ain't thorough like that. Listen. God damn it. Thought I had some napkins down here. I guess I don't. God damn, why the fuck my bed shook up like that? Ain't fuck going on? Anyway, I thought I had some napkins down here. I gotta get some more wipes. Anyway, I gotta clean my carpet anyway. God damn it. But anyway, these people up here talking that gangster shit. Like you hear all the people talking, oh, I go up there and defend my, but never, get the fuck out of here. You ain't doing that to anybody. Not everybody. Only thing Stephen A. Smith got right was that Will Smith wouldn't have rolled up on The Rock like that. I'm telling you that. He wouldn't have rolled up on Steve Harvey like that. And I don't fuck with Steve Harvey, but I'm just saying he wouldn't have rolled up on Steve Harvey like that. He wouldn't have rolled up on Jamie Foxx like that. It's a lot of Corey Holcomb. It's a whole bunch of comics he wouldn't roll up on like that. Listen, I don't think he'll roll up on Chris Tucker like that. Everybody know that Chris Rock ain't that dude. I don't think he doing that to Dave Chappelle. And I ain't saying that Will a punk or no shit like that. I'm just saying motherfuckers know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. You gonna think twice to go up there and fuck with a motherfucker most likely your size or a little bigger than you. That's why he went up there and he approached. It was something Kevin Hart said. He said, Kevin, what if Will did that to you? He was like, Will wouldn't have did that to me. Nah, he wouldn't have did that to me. And Kevin Hart way smaller. Well, he probably weighed with Chris Rock way, but you know, as far as like height wise, stature wise, you know, Kevin, you know, shorter. But Kevin work out. Kevin be boxing and shit like that. Kevin in shape. Will ain't just gonna roll up and smack Kevin Hart like that. I'm telling y'all, man. Everybody, oh, I did the same thing. No, you not. You ain't gonna randomly go and smack somebody over a fucking joke. You must got a motherfucking death wish. I don't know where people think they do that shit. Anyway, let's move on, people. Everybody tough now.
It was wrong.
Jesse, you were asleep when all this happened. I was too, so we woke up and like, here we go.
It's one thing when a cowboy says it, another thing when a comedian says it. You wouldn't have done that because you have class. Or at least you sound like you do because you have a British accent.
Don't be too hasty. Don't be misled by the accent.
The first time I've ever seen the media cover black on black crime, so I'm actually quite surprised by this. If Mel Gibson had done this...
Why you being racist? First of all, it's no such thing of black on black crime. And then you know what they do? They go right to the stereotype. And then they go right to, oh, if Mel Gibson would have did this, Mel Gibson a racist. Fuck Mel Gibson. Oh, Mel Gibson wouldn't have did that. Listen, I guarantee you, listen, boy, listen. You know what would have been more embarrassing? If Chris Rock would have let a white dude go up there and smack the shit out of him. I'm just being dead serious about it. And he don't do nothing about it? Yeah, all right. Chris Rock can't come back. Listen, boy, you think he getting clowned now. Let some white dude would have rolled up on Chris Rock and smacked him on stage like that and he ain't do nothing. That's almost like similar with the shit with Terry Crews. Let that little ass white dude, little gay white alphabet dude, go up and grab him by his dick. Fondling his balls and shit. And he ain't do nothing. Talking about, you know, I ain't want to do nothing because, you know. That's that shit that I get pissed off at when people be sitting. When motherfucker violate you, bro, and I don't give a fuck who they is. They put their hands on you, they violate you. You got the right to defend yourself. You got the right to put hands and feet back on them. So everybody's talking about, oh, Chris took the high road. No, he didn't. Because people still clowning him. Some people still, they siding with Will Smith over him. So how he took the high road? Motherfucker, you gonna talk about me, it's gonna be abroad then. Talk about how we fucked the Oscars up. Because by the time you smack me, oh, I'm fucking all that shit up, but nigga, the Oscars over. I'm making sure the Oscars over. Motherfucker sitting here, oh, he took the high road. He's a victim. Listen, bruh, listen, I ain't no victim. You put your hands on me, I ain't no victim. Let's see what's going to happen after that is going to be consequences and repercussions for you putting your motherfucking hands on me and trying to violate me. I don't know where people do that shit at. I'm a grown-ass man. Ain't no grown-ass man putting their hands on me and I don't do nothing. I'm sorry. That's why I said, I wish a motherfucking police officer would just run and punch me or start punching me and shit. We fighting. You don't got a right to put your motherfucking hands on me. Because I ain't talking a certain type of way that you like or complying to your fucked up bullshit. You ain't my daddy. Number one, I abide by the law. So if I broke the law or something like that, we can talk about it, but don't put your fucking hands on me. People crazy, man.
Yes. Can you believe Nancy Pelosi would be kneeling in the Capitol right now? He would have been the only guy not being allowed out on bail in LA County. Come on. He would have been allowed to go up on stage later and accept an award. Are you crazy? The fact that the LA
let me just say this. It's actually so hilarious and laughable that racist white people always try to act like they being oppressed. You notice that now in 2022, white people really truly think they are being oppressed. And all it is because they don't like that black people have a little bit of privilege now. We can get away with some shit, just like they would normally would. And now they bitching and whining and crying and shit. Well, Mel Gibson, Nancy Pelosi, they're taking the knee. Shut your stupid ass up. You goddamn snowflakes, you goddamn pussy-fied snowflakes. Just what? White man. Oh, you don't like that black people got a little bit of power, a little bit of privilege. Nigga, he Will Smith, and you are nobody. First of all, nobody fuck with Mel Gibson like that no more. You talking about Mel? How you bring up Mel Gibson? A racist. You see how racist he is? He bring up another racist. If this was the racist Mel Gibson, oh, yes, people lose their mind. Mel Gibson was beating the shit out of his girlfriend, you stupid bitch. He was actually putting his hands and feet on a woman. Allegedly. You ain't say nothing about that, but you gonna bring up Mel Gibson. The nerve of these cocksuckers. Boy, they filled with so much anger and rage and hate in their heart, they can't help themselves but to be racist. Just keep bringing up goofy, stupid shit that don't even make any sense. Listen, this is the real reason why I tell y'all I don't talk to racist people. If I'm for a fact that you are a racist, I don't talk to you. There's nothing to talk about. Because, see, you'll get this dumbass bullshit. He think everything's a game, too. Like he's a comic. You just a jackass. And this ain't a left and a right thing. This ain't even a black and white thing. This is a man putting his hands on another man. That's why I kept telling people, leave race out of this shit. This is another man violating another man over a fucking joke. Stop using race. Stop trying to use this as political talking points, culture war shit. That's all they know how to do at Fox. Just treat it as the situation of a man violated another man over a fucking joke. Ain't got nothing to do with his skin complexion. But they'll tell you, why y'all always keep talking about race? They bringing up race. Why you making everything political? You the one making it political. First of all, I don't give a fuck if this is a Democrat or a Republican. Will Smith was out of pocket. He was wrong. But see, this is what happened when people defend this goofy shit that he did. You get the stupid people come out acting like this is some type of culture war. It's not a culture war. This is a man that fucked up. He fucked up, and now there's consequences for it. Got nothing to do with race. It ain't got nothing to do with political party he officiated with. Had nothing to do with that. I give a fuck if he's a Democrat or Republican, nigga. I don't really give a fuck. He violated. You got Herschel Walker up there running for senator, nigga, and he's known for putting hands and feet on women. Allegedly. But I don't hear this jackass out here talking about Herschel Walker pass. And then Janine Pirro talking about he's having a nervous breakdown. Well, look at Herschel Walker. You know something wrong with that motherfucker. They got CTE or something. You see the hypocrisy of these people?
Sheriff didn't haul this guy out of there at the next commercial break explains why there's such a huge crime problem in this country. Because you can just go up as an audience member and just cold cock a comedian on live television.
So, hold up. All these people just, that's why I told y'all I couldn't be around these people. I couldn't talk to these people because they make me do a Will Smith, nigga. We gonna call smacking motherfuckers the Will Smith. These motherfuckers will make me do a Will Smith. Okay? Listen, people. What Will Smith did has nothing to do while the crime rate is high. Ooh, I swear to God. I feel dumb for just saying that. Like, you know how dumb people dumb you down? Because you got to explain dumb shit? This is dumb. That I have to explain this, that what Will Smith did is not the reason that crime is high. God, oh, these people, they get bored. Fox News, y'all can't help y'all, but y'all don't have no plan for the future, do you? Other than racism, bigotry, and homophobic shit, sexism, and culture wars. You don't have a plan for America. You talk about the stupidest shit all the time. Bring up the stupidest talking points. And these supposed to be these people graduated from college. These supposed to be very educated people saying stupid shit. We're surrounded by stupid people. I don't give a fuck how much education, how many books they read, or how many degrees they got. They are stupid. Or they think we stupid. You really think that because this is the reason we got high crime rate because of shit what Will Smith did at the Oscars? Like this shit happens all the time? You goofy bastard. Well, Jesse Waters, man, listen, man. Just jump out the roof.
Television and get away with it. A slap is more humiliating than a fist. You know it as a man, and I know it as a man. And I respect the fact that Chris Rock didn't press charges. It's not a good look when other men.
First of all, you ain't no man. You are a coward. Just like the rest of that panel up there, they cowards. Just like you. They ain't real women, they ain't real men. They are hateful, deceiving, disgusting human beings. Ain't nothing real about you. Ain't nothing manly or woman about you. That's a man. You ain't no man. You dabble in racism. You far from a man. You a fucking racist. You ain't no man. You are a racist. That's what the fuck you are. Just because you got a penis, motherfucker, doesn't mean that you a man. You wear a suit and a tie doesn't mean you're a man. Because at the end of the day, we know what you do. You suck a lot of Donald Trump dick. So you might as well just go ahead and be a part of the alphabet community. All the dick sucking you doing. Goddamn cracker ass cracker.
Look when other men charge other men for hitting them. Not saying I wouldn't do that, but Chris Rock does have a good chin, and I respect that. But I think you were right about one thing. Not a lot of the other stuff, but the one thing. They have this open marriage situation, so this might have been a deep.
See, hold on, and that's what I said about a coward. You already said. He said Chris Rock did the right thing and blah 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 and shit like that, because these motherfuckers they wouldn't have did nothing either. Will Smith probably would have smacked the shit out of them and they wouldn't have did nothing. Motherfucker, you heard Paris Morgan talking about, well, I done went on me. I probably did the same thing or possibly tried to do the same thing that Will Smith did. No, you wouldn't, bitch, because you're a coward. You the same dude that pick on Meghan Markle, nigga. You pick on women. You try to bully women. Shut your goofy ass up, you fucking racist. Fucking crackers out here talking about how they tough. You pick on women, bitch. You pick on the vulnerable. These are they seen if they ran into a real gangbanger, nigga, they'll run the other way. Fucking cowards. They run into somebody that's about that life. They ain't wrote. Man, please, man, let's move on, man. All these cowards talking this shit. Even on social media, all these cowards talking, you know, and the women tell me, the thing I can see why he defending this woman. Shut your goofy ass up too. Because see, your man ain't gonna be Will Smith. Your man gonna go directly to jail and don't go past go and don't collect $200. You goofy bitches. You're sitting out here acting like you. Oh, my man defending me. Yeah, he going to jail for words and could have got himself killed. He ain't Will Smith. And you ain't Jada Pinkins. Oh, you goddamn internet troll ass women. And you goofy ass niggas out here talking about, I did the same thing. You wouldn't have did shit. Because you know why? You ain't going to the Oscars, you son of a bitch. Play your part. Stay in your motherfucking lanes. I was trying to be, I would have did it. You wouldn't have did shit. You ain't rolling up on Jamie Foxx or The Rock like that and smack them. What the fuck wrong with you? You ain't rolling on the average dude in the street like that. Stop that shit. You goddamn nobodies. All people do get on social media and talk shit. Oh, I did. You wouldn't have did shit. And you would have did it. If your man would have did it, his ass would have went to jail. And let's see how much bail money you got. Since that's your man, he defended me, pay his bail then. Because his ass going to jail, he ain't Will. Will gonna walk in and walk out. If they would have arrested him and they still want to do it, he gonna walk in and he gonna walk out. Not your man. Your man ass gonna be in there for a couple of days, maybe weeks, talking all that shit. Yo, some of you women should be ashamed of yourself. Some of you goofy ass niggas sitting out here. Your wife or your woman shouldn't put you in that predicament. I always tell people, that's why I love my wife. My wife don't put me in predicaments, and I damn sure don't put her in no predicament like that. Because you know why? Because we know how to conduct our motherfucking selves. Like grown-ass people. Not like, oh, we old-ass people trying to act like we young.
Issue that had boiled up to the surface, which would explain why he came out and did this. But come on, we don't live in the Middle Ages. You can't have people just go up there and slap someone that tells a joke. And it explains why liberals have no sense of humor. Ricky Gervais has to be thinking to himself, oh my God, how did I not get slapped?
Well, Will Smith does laugh initially. And then I guess maybe something changed, or he looked at her and she was not happy or something.
I don't know. Part of me was just really grateful that something interesting happened. That was probably the realest thing that has ever happened on the Oscars. There was no virtue signaling. You knew it wasn't a hoax because it didn't involve politics, right? That was real. I appreciated it. I have to say, and also it's interesting that in Hollywood, chivalry's not dead. Because apparently Hollywood loves it, right? They immediately supported him over Chris Rock, and this is an industry that has been
Time out. Let's go back to the stupid shit that this goofy ass motherfucker said. I told you, man, this is why I don't even see why people even watch Fox News. I don't even get it. They say the most dumbest, stupid shit. They contradict themselves. Listen to how many times he contradict himself. And I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to catch it for y'all, if y'all can't catch it. Watch how many times he contradict himself. It is the same people get out here talking about they don't condone the violence, and now you do. Like, you do, you don't. What are you doing? But when people are like that, they can't stand for nothing. They don't stand for anything. They drifters. They just drift. They go where the winner. They go with the best saying is. They go with, they agree with certain, because a whole bunch of people over here agreeing with it, they gonna go agree with it. They followers. They ain't no fucking leaders. But listen to what this goofy bastard said. He contradicted himself his whole sentence of what he's saying.
Where he looked at her and she was not happy or something.
I don't know. Part of me was just really grateful that something interesting happened. That was probably the realest thing that has ever happened on the Oscars. There was no virtue signaling. You knew it wasn't a hoax because it didn't involve politics, right? That was real. I appreciate
So
it.
listen, so hold on, time out. So what he basically saying, oh, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad the violence happened because that was the most realest shit that liberals do because they so fake. So they gotta, because you always say that they, hold on, time out. But you say they violent. The liberals radical, they violent. Oh, but now this is the most realest shit that they do. This is the most real thing Oscars do. Listen, let me explain something to everybody. Nobody knows. Listen, we probably know Chris Rock is probably most likely a Democrat. Okay? Mainly, we can assume it, right? We can assume it. But don't nobody know for sure who the fuck they vote for. And talking about, oh, it wasn't no politics. You just heard your associates make it about politics. Ain't talking about, oh, chivalry is gone. Listen, people, listen, if your wife gets off on you putting hands on somebody else, violating somebody else, and that's how she gets off, that would makes her love you more? To violate another person? Then you in a fucked up relationship. You need to get out of that relationship. You need to move the fuck on. We got a bunch of goofy motherfuckers sitting around here acting like this shit, condoning it. Prime example, here he go, condoning it. I actually kind of enjoyed it. What? A man got smacked. A man got violated, and you acting like this shit is okay, is good. But let me say this. I bet you if Will Smith would have smacked the shit out of a white person, I bet you that he wouldn't have enjoyed it. How about he to smack one of your right-wing nut job people that you know? I bet you wouldn't have enjoyed it, you a piece of shit. What Jesse Waters say? Oh, he almost was saying it's kind of good to see black on black crime. Listen, people, these are not serious people. These are not real journalists. These are they're not even real commentators. These people are jokes. They are frauds. They're pretending that they talking about real shit. People, they ain't no different from The View. Them women on The View. They're no different. And they got way more education and way more knowledgeable about what's going on in the world than these fuckers do. Because like I said, they ain't that dumb. A lot of them ain't that dumb. They think they intentionally poisoning and dumbing themselves down to their dumbass audience. Because anybody that watches Fox News, you got to be damn near dumb. Or you just a fucking racist. And I believe racist people are dumb. I don't give a fuck how smart they think they are, but they stupid to me because they racist. It's no way impossible that you can take these people serious. That's why you see Saturday Night Live always make fun of Fox News, because it ain't nothing but a comedy show over there. These people are frauds. They out here making money off of people's pain and suffering or the ignorance of people. They're just telling these ignorant people what they want to hear. That's it. They don't give a damn about them people. Them people making money. And that's the sad part about what's going on with their viewers and their audience. Those people don't even know they being taken advantage of.
I have to say, and also it's interesting that in Hollywood, chivalry's not dead because apparently Hollywood loves it, right? They immediately supported him over Chris Rock, and this is an industry that has been anti-mask.
Don't blame that shit just on Hollywood or the liberals. You are defending it as well. So it's some people on the right that's okay with it too. See, they always try to make with some liberal, or they assume somebody's a liberal. They assume that, you know, it's just all the liberals. That's why I told you, in their mind, they see two Americas. We ain't together. The only way that they see that we're together if we believe in everything that they believe in. Like, just listen, people, what America is to me, I wish it was, we can disagree on policies and certain ideology. Racism is off the table. Discriminating against people is off the table for me. But anything else, religion, all that other shit, we can debate that. We can have different ideologies, different religion. I'm okay with that. But, you know, that's your America. America's supposed to be, everybody has their own opinion and can live how they want to live without fear. Long as they ain't hurting other people. People can have their own opinions other than racism and discrimination. And sexism and homophobic shit. Like, you know what I mean? That shit right there, you lose me. These are things that we can't do. And if you okay, you're doing that, then I can't rock with you. Then you ain't American to me. None of these people you hear talking on Fox News, ain't none of these motherfuckers really American people. These people are sitting here pretending that they patriots, they about America. No, you all about white supremacy America. You live in a separate part of America, reality-wise. Everybody don't want to live in that fucked up ass reality that you have about other people. Some of us just want to live our lives. Because tomorrow ain't promised. Listen, that's why I tell you, I don't have time to debate stupid racist people. It's a waste of time. We don't know if we gonna die today or tomorrow, people. You want me to sit here and worry about your fucked up racist feelings? Your homophobic feelings? Just let people live. Let them be who they want to be. But we ain't accepting racism and discrimination. And homophobic and sexism. We not doing that shit. That is so 19-something. We in 2022, these bitches still out here with that same old racist shit. Like, god damn, they grown-ass people. My blackness really make you that uncomfortable. Like I said, these people are more mad at black people. They should be mad at their own ancestors for even going to get us, bamboozling us to come over here and work for free. You thought we just was gonna be slaves the whole time, huh? No. Tell them why you really mad, son. Let's move on, man.
Anti-masculine values for decades, and now suddenly they're like rah rah rah. To your point about the movie about westerns, there's an interesting contrast between Hollywood's real life and Hollywood's entertainment fantasy world. In the fantasy world, that works, right? You can shoot guns too in the Hollywood movie. You shoot guns, but you better not have a gun in real life. And you see what happens with Alec Baldwin when he gets one. So in this case, you saw Hollywood.
First of all, that's stupid, and that's not with. Listen, that's that false narrative that they do, right? Nobody said nobody can't have guns. That's a lie. Listen, people, I'm not a Democrat, so I'm not here to defend them. I'm here to tell you what's right and what's wrong, and what's lies and what's truths. Regardless if if they Democrats or Republicans. He's lying. There's no liberal saying that. Nobody should have guns. Nobody said that. You are a goddamn liar. The reason, let me explain something to y'all. The reason that we really do have real high crime rate is because of the simple fact that we don't have any type of gun control. People now, like, people go to red states and shit, they just get guns. Nigga, they ain't gotta have a permit, nigga. These people that sell the guns at these little gun auctions or whatever the fuck they be at, in the back farms, in the back, you know, Indiana, wherever the fuck they be, Texas, whatever. You know, they just sell guns to people that don't have permits. They giving guns to criminals and shit like that. And there's no repercussions for it. People selling their guns, you know, and if they do know or they don't know that the person may have a criminal record or they don't have a permit to have the gun, and they can just sell it. That should not be. You should not be able to give somebody that don't have a permit or whatever to have a fucking gun. You don't know what that person gonna do when you sell them that gun and they take that gun and they may go rob or kill or murder somebody. That's a responsibility that you should have. That person you should make sure that person got a permit. You need to see all that shit. And we don't have a lot of that shit. Especially in a lot of these states. I keep telling everybody all the gun laws should be the same. I don't like the open carry states and shit like that because some fact listen, that's more intimidating to me. That'll put me on edge. Because the simple fact of motherfuckers walking around with guns. It's intimidation to me. That means you can probably say whatever the fuck you want. You can just walk around with a gun. Oh, well, if you had a gun, you wouldn't be that intimidated. First of all, I don't give a fuck if I got a gun or not. If a person walking around with a gun, listen, if that motherfucker get off his gun before I get off mine, he can kill me. I don't get a gun and just think that, oh, I'm a super Negro. Because, you know, when people get guns and shit, they think they big and bad and shit. And I'm telling y'all that because I used to think that way. Walking around with illegal guns. So just imagine these motherfuckers, they got the guns and it's legal. Nigga, they think they untouchable, unstoppable. They wishing the motherfucker would do something to them. But that is not true, people. Oh, liberals want to take your guns. That's bullshit. It ain't nothing but a fucking Republican talking point, which is a lie. We just want to put restrictions so mentally ill people don't get guns. Criminals don't get guns. Make sure some of these manufacturers, these people that sell guns at these auctions or whatever the fuck where they be at, backhand and selling guns, be accountable for selling those guns without doing background checks. That's it. What's so hard about that? Because like I keep saying, if you saying to me that everybody has the right to have the bear arms, well, it doesn't matter if somebody go to jail and have a criminal or federal charge on a record, they should still be able to get a gun too. Because you keep saying that's the Second Amendment. No matter if they committed a crime or not, they should still be able to get a permit and get a gun. They should be able to get a gun. Regardless.
The movie blend into real life. You finally say, oh, this is an act of chivalry based on love. And this is something that they do in their movies. To your point, this is exactly what happens in movies. So I think part of me, but I have to say this,
Time out. First of all, I told you he goofy. First of all, it's a movie. They have blanks or they have fake guns. Ain't nobody shooting and really killing anybody in a fucking movie, you dickhead. That's why when people be like, oh, well, the kids, they be watching the movies and shit. Like, yeah, it has a little bit of oppression. You know, it has an oppression on them watching certain movies and games and shit and rap music. Yeah, it does a little. But if you teach your kids, say, hey, look, you can't watch this shit until you mature enough or you old enough to do that. That's you as a parent to teach your kid that. To keep that type of shit away from them to a certain extent. To the best of your ability. If you raise your kids right, you ain't got to worry about them being homicidal psychopaths going out wanting to murder people because they watched a fucking movie or played a video game or listen to rap music. Goddamn goofies. This motherfucker saying, you know, hey, they got guns. It's a movie. They're an actor, motherfucker. That's why they call actors. Because they're acting. I watch a lot of motherfucking movies with gun violence in it. Or violence with guns. That don't mean I'm okay. I want to pick up a gun and go start shooting people. You got to be a disturbed motherfucker. And that's why we should have gun laws. Stricter gun laws. Because if these people are that goddamn dumb and stupid to watch movies and play video games and listen to rap music and go and want to kill people because what they've been watching and listening to, then these people should not be able to bear arms. There's the whole purpose of having gun reform, gun restrictions, you goofies. You want crazies to walk around with guns too, you dumbass. Anyway, let's move on, people.
Unfortunately, this is wrong. You can't, it's out of line. You cannot go after somebody telling jokes and punch or slap them. And I do believe that Rock probably had no idea. If he had an idea that there was alopecia, he would have had a better joke. That was a terrible joke. But that's the professional part of me. The personal part of me being a hothead, I'm like Piers.
Actually, first of all, like I said, especially if the word is that he didn't know that she had that disease, then number two, it wasn't that bad of a joke. Put it like this. Was it the greatest joke was it that funny? No. Chris Rock is not that funny to me anyway. So a lot of shit that Chris Rock says ain't really that funny to me. Chris Rock ain't been funny since the 90s to me. My opinion. But as far as like, if he did not know that she had this disease, he was just mainly talking about her bald head. He didn't know why if he didn't know where her disease, she had the disease, he was just making a joke that she just had a bald head because he didn't know she had a disease. So why would you assume that? Right? But let's say Will did do that. But you come to find out that he did not. So the joke is not really that cruel. And I still, to my point, listening to the joke, it wasn't cruel. He said, man, hey man, that ain't that bad. That's not bad, people. Come on. Listen, it's a couple of fine-ass white women in Hollywood that I give a go to, that I still think sexy to this day. Demi Moore is still fine, nigga. When she played G.I. Jane, whatever she played, she was fine, nigga, even with the haircut. She's just a beautiful-ass white woman. She beautiful. A lot of plastic surgery and shit now, but I'm just saying, she was still fine. Jada Pinkett Smith, listen, I don't like everything about her, what she do. I think she toxic, but Jada Pinkett Smith is fine. That is a beautiful ass woman. Fuck her being black. She's just beautiful. She just got a beautiful face. Ain't nothing ugly about her. Far as features, nothing. You can't pinpoint her nose or her eyes or And I know she probably got a little plastic, but Jada Pinkett been fine back in the day. Like people, like Jada Pinkett was fine, and she's still fine. And she got a little plastic surgery with her. I don't give a fuck. She's still fine. She didn't get that much plastic surgery like people think she did. The way she looked like that back in the day. Jada Pinkett don't look like she aged she don't look like she aged. You see Jada Pinkett's mama? Jada Pinkett mama fine. Man, I get Jada Pinkett's mama go. Man. Jada Pinkett's mom look a little, nigga. Fuck out of here. Man, listen, man. So it was a compliment, but a joke as well. How you get that up? No, let's move on. And like I said, she could have just assumed that he knew about her disease, and that's why she was mad. I get that. Same thing with Will. I understand he maybe he didn't think that Chris Rock, maybe he did think that Chris Rock knew about her disease and still made that joke. But once you find out that he didn't, and then like I said, the joke wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that harsh. Even if it was because he knew she had that disease or not. She had that disease. G.I. Jane. Now how fine Demi Moore was, man. Demi Moore's still fine. That's a fine-ass white woman. Seriously. Let's move on.
I wouldn't know if I don't know if I could say I wouldn't do the same thing if my wife had been sick and in public and it was known and I have to, sorry.
First of all, time out. First of all, and maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe y'all got to tell me that. Is she dying? Motherfuckers act like she got cancer or something. She basically just got like I guess you could consider a hair disease. She ain't dying. She ain't gonna die from that. She just lost her damn hair. Not like she got cancer or something, nigga. No, my wife had a disease. Come on, I mean. People, I don't know what this is about. This motherfucking beer just exploding. I ain't even shake it up. It ain't been shaking. Been sitting in the fucking refrigerator in my mini fridge for a minute. Fuck, that shit still acting so floating like that. What the fuck going on? Anyway. But yeah, man, like she ain't dying. She's got a hair disease. Man, listen, we done seen people with, well, I ain't gonna say that we seen. I seen people with skin disease. They ain't gonna die from it, but if, they skin deform differently. Actually, my cousin. One of my girl cousins and shit. And we didn't know she had that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, man. And people are sensitive. Listen, people can be sensitive about their situation of making them look different. Like, if you have some type of skin disease or, hair disease, like, face deformance. I get that, people. Like, listen, I just don't think I don't think that he knew, my honest opinion, and I just still don't think that joke was that bad to me. That's all I'm saying.
Would be a hypocrite. I would be a hypocrite.
I agree with you.
But that is not a bar. That is not as you
Well, then
said,
that makes
a
it
bar.
consistently true. Judge, you know me. I act the same whether I'm at a bar or at this
So
table.
you would have gotten revenge.
That's true.
First of all, these motherfuckers be talking gangster. People, these people, listen, they had a bar with a bunch of uppity ass, white privileged pieces of shit people. They ain't at regular bars, people. I just want y'all to know that they ain't going to like type of bars we go to. And we ain't talking about no hood bars, but they ain't at no bars where some real motherfuckers be. They at this social club bar type shit. Yeah, like he gangster like that. Like, you ain't gangster like that. You may roll up on a certain politician at a bar. You ain't with regular people. I wish they stopped to act like they be hanging with regular people. They don't. The only regular people they may hang around is probably some of their family members. Other than that, they ain't hanging around regular people. This is goofiness.
True.
You wouldn't have spotted out, like you would have waited, calculated, and 3 months later, you would have just crushed Rock right when you didn't see it coming.
But also, I gotta defend Rock. Class act
First
and
of all, no, he wouldn't. Let me explain something to you. This clown wouldn't have rolled up on Chris Rock because he's scared of black people. The way they talk about black people, the disrespect that they have for. A lot of that shit comes like that's like tough Tony talk I call, right? But they run into a real black person. They mad black people fuck them up. It's like Megyn Kelly. When she tried to disrespect D.L. Hughley when he came on that show, she knew better as a white woman that nothing was gonna happen to her, and he was a man. So that's why she was talking gangster like that. But if that was a black sister sitting there that's about that shit, that she knew that, she wouldn't have been talking that gangster shit. Well, she could have, because she knows she probably got security. But you ain't, listen, people act like they gonna say or do certain things in certain situations, right? I think of the worst of what can happen. I'm not be like, oh, what I'm capable. I know what I'm capable of doing, but but my thing is, I'm not so arrogant that I'm blocking off or pretending like I don't know how other people gets down. You know what I mean? What they capable of doing. I don't take nobody lightly. Nigga, I come from street shit. You niggas always somebody out there bigger and badder than you. And I don't understand why people roll around act like they keep these tough motherfuckers. There's some motherfucker out there bigger and badder than you. That's why I try to my best of my ability. I try to roll around and give people respect. I come with respect first. I ain't coming with no nonsense. I ain't coming with bad energy. I ain't coming with the disrespect. I'm coming with, even if I don't fuck with you or not, I'm still gonna give you some type of respect. I ain't just not gonna come out and disrespect you. I just don't rock with you. Cause I know how to conduct myself. Cause if I want that smoke with you, I tell you I want that smoke. I show you I want that smoke. But just cause I don't like you, you ain't my cup of tea, doesn't mean I gotta be disrespectful. I always tell people, keep the same energy. But motherfuckers keeping that tough Tony energy like they the biggest, baddest motherfucker out here. Ain't nobody the biggest, baddest or none. Everybody can get their ass whipped. Everybody can get rolled the fuck over. Everybody get touched. Stop walking around acting like you can't be touched. Or there ain't nobody out here bigger and badder than you. And people walk around like they ain't got no fear. You do have fear. It's how you carry yourself. I ain't gonna sit here and bullshit people. I ain't got no fear. I got fear. I just don't fear a lot of shit that other people may fear, but I have fear. I second guess it. You run to a big motherfucker, you second guess it. It's just real. It's just a real reaction. You know, oh, I done did that. Yeah, I don't give a fuck who it was. Yeah, all right, man. Come on, man. See, and that's how you know people ain't being real. Let's move on. It ain't got nothing to me being soft. I'm far from soft. But I'm just telling motherfuckers, everybody ain't just gonna roll up on anybody. Come on now. So you know you can get your ass whipped.
in all of this.
Yeah.
So totally classic.
Yep.
It's such an interesting thing because there's a professional and a personal element to this, and I think that you have to you got to ask yourself. Somebody says something about your wife. I've been there. How many times did you want to reach into the laptop when you see somebody insulting your spouse and strangle them with your hand? Well, this might have been a culmination of years of that stuff.
Maybe, but I still go back to the fact that he
First
laughed.
of all, words is words. It's a lot of horrible shit that have said through the internet, through the shit I do this about my wife, about me, and shit like that. You got the little cracker in the chat now, Steven, saying, stupid, goofy shit. That don't mean I want to put hands and feet on him. It ain't even worth my time. That's why I don't respond to him. Words is words, man. Half the time, people don't even see. Listen, you don't even meet these people. You never seen none of these people a day in your life. Why the fuck you care so much about what people think about you? That's why I said some shit I just don't care what people think. Some shit I do. But I know, but like I said, I conduct myself a certain type of way. I move a certain type of way. So you can't, everybody can come out of their character a little bit. Like I said, that's what I said. If I ever got to put hands and feet on somebody, that's out of my character. Because that's not me. I'm not that type of person. I never was that type of person. A motherfucker had to fuck with me for me to do something to you. So I always been that type of person. Ain't nothing really changed too much about me. I just don't tolerate disrespect to a certain extent, right? But I'll let you know that this shit is disrespectful because I'm a grown-ass man, so I use my words first. Instead of me putting hands and feet on you. Back in the day, I maybe probably would say some shit and then, see, I grew up in the hood, so shit is different. Like, shit was different. Like, the motherfucker get, niggas ain't scared of you. You ain't scared of them. And words go back and forwards and motherfuckers ain't backing down, so you got to put hands and feet on the motherfucker. But as a grown-ass man, as a citizen, I got to use my words before I go to putting hands and feet on the motherfucker. I got a reputation that I got to live by. I'm about the kids. I don't give a fuck about a lot of these grown-ass adults. I don't. Because you old enough to know better. But you choose to pretend like you dumb or you don't care, whatever your agenda is. I care about the kids. I'm trying to be a good example for the kids. I don't give a fuck about grown-ass adults. I really do. I really don't. I really don't care about a lot of adults.
He laughed initially.
Yeah.
Well, he did that because he probably was like, people laugh when they're nervous. Look at Kamala Harris. She laughs during a thunderstorm.
But so should we change the law that allows you to react with violence?
All right, well, time out. And I ain't here to defend Kamala Harris, but you ridicule her every day about her nervous laugh. You call that weak. So she got to put hands and feet on people? That'll make her strong, huh? She got to do the Will Smith, huh? And she laugh and giggle of nervousness, being nervous. I'm sorry. She got to go and put hands and feet on the motherfucker. That'll make you feel better. That'll make you think she's stronger. You goofy bastard. These people, listen, they hypocrites. They don't even know where they stand at. These are drifters, people. I guarantee you, let me explain something to y'all. If Trump doesn't run, because listen, he only got one more opportunity in 2024. If he don't run in 2024, he's not going to run again. Because most likely, I don't wish death on nobody, but it's most likely that bitch will be dead or in jail. I'm telling y'all that now. So, he better run. And like I said, people, we may wake up dead tomorrow, Trump gone. And nigga, I'm gonna lie to you. I don't celebrate people dying and shit, but I ain't gonna sit there and act like I'm, he was some type of great person or, you know, he was the president, so you got to show some respect. He was horrible. If I ain't respect you when you was alive, why the fuck would I respect you when you dead? When you treated people horribly. Especially when you was a horrible person, you was a racist. You put people's lives in danger. You help kill people with your misinformation about COVID-19. The fuck out of here, bro.
If someone says words that you don't like, is that where we're headed?
Did I say that, Judge?
If they say words
I
that
said
you
it's out
don't
of line. No,
like?
nobody said that, Judge. No one at this table said that. We said it was out of line, but I understand it. Something can be wrong. Some behavior can be wrong.
No.
but you can-
First of all, no. Listen, people. See, that's just what people failing to realize. They acting like people say, well, he trying to say, well, if certain things can be wrong, but you can kind of see it, right? You can understand it. Listen, I don't understand violence. If nobody put their fucking hands on me or spit on me, like spitting on me is assault, so I got a right to whip your ass. You can call me a nigga from afar. But if you keep provoking me and calling me nigga in my face and you in my, you in my space, then I got a right to whip your ass. It's just certain shit, right? But listen, people, I don't condone violence. So why are we sitting here acting like that is okay because his wife felt disrespected over a joke? And it's not for sure that Chris Rock even knew she was sick. So that's people I can understand that. I can understand why he did that. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Me and my wife was talking about it. She was like, "Oh, you wouldn't different." I said, "Babe, I would approach the motherfucker and tell, hey man, don't talk to my motherfucking wife like that, man. Listen, hey, keep my wife's name out your mouth, man. She got a disease. Like I'm gonna give you a warning. I ain't just gonna straight strike anybody. That's grown man shit. That's grown man shit to do. Not to go strike somebody because you heard some words. Because if that's the case, I hear a lot of shit and I want to fucking smack the shit out of people. We should just smack anybody if motherfuckers say anything. Anytime you feel disrespect, you should just smack somebody. Don't talk to your boss. You feel your boss talking down to you, being a little disrespectful to your co-worker or something like you smack the shit out of them. Come on, man. People out here playing games with this shit. And that's why I said about this whole thing with Will Smith. People not understanding. You looking at this one incident. Broaden that. See, that's Will Smith. He making get away with that shit. But you can't.
But you can understand why it was done.
That's what I think about.
Yeah.
Okay, agreed on that. Up next, cleanup on aisle Biden. The White House spent all weekend trying to clean up the president's gas, but he just made a new one.
All right, I'm back, people. And you know, and that is the part of the problem. You hear him? He say, "Well, I can understand why he did what he did." I don't understand why he did what he did. I don't. And it was something that the brother Weezy said when we was talking behind the scenes. I'm getting ready to call my brothers and shit and my sisters and them in a little bit, see if they still up. But I don't understand that. But he was saying you don't know how other people go and react to certain shit. But yeah, but understand when you react to certain shit without thinking, it's going to be consequences for it. So I don't want to hear people be acting like, oh, I can't believe this is happening to Will Smith. He listen, he blew up however you want to justify what he did. You say you can understand it? Well, understand that his ass is going to get consequences for what he did. It's just a fact. This shit's sad, man. It's sad. It's fucking sad. And I can't believe people out here justifying this shit. Anyway, people, leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy Kenny, man. Peace and love to the world. Make sure you guys donate to the channel. Go to the Cash App, OBF The Real. Donate what you can, people. We will highly appreciate it. Like I said, I got the new show, Mr. OBF coming. It's coming soon, people. This is the OBF setup you see right here. I'm working on the album right now. Working on the graphics. We got shirts and we got a lot of merch coming. And so most likely around, excuse me, the new show probably start around April 9th, I think. April 9th, April 10th, around that time. So that's when the new show, that's when the new channel will come, Mr. OBF. But I'll hit everybody up, and that's already subscribed to this channel. I hit everybody up and let everybody know to come and subscribe to the new channel. So I'll probably put the channel out before I even do a video, so people can come and subscribe to it. So I'll probably do that that Friday or something like that, which will be the 8th. So look out for that new channel coming, people. We coming bigger and better. We're gonna do bigger and better things. We got a lot of new shit coming, people. So we got, like I said, we got merch and all that shit coming. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to my brother Talking and Grubbing channel. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother's sports channel. It's called Talking and Grubbing. So make sure you go subscribe to his YouTube channel, people. Show him some love and help us build my brother's channel up. So leave comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy Kenny, man. Peace and love to the world.
Hey, it's Shay. I've been deemed the mother of OBF, which means I care for this channel. I care for each and every member of this channel. I've been kicking it with OBF for more than 6 years, which means I'm not new to this shit. I'm true to it. I believe in the intent of this channel. I believe in the mission, which is to inform, to educate, to notify, and to discuss. Here, we talk about everything, the latest and the greatest. You're going to get our opinions. You're going to get the facts raw and uncut, straight up real, 100%. Besides doing that, I think we've created something that haven't been done yet on this YouTube platform. We've created a squad that not anybody could be a member of. You have to be real. You have to be inspirational. You have to be positive. And most of all, you have to be consistent. You probably see on the show, we fight. We fight for our opinions. We fight for what we believe in. We fight, yes, as a family. But behind the scenes, we love even harder. Here at OBF, the squad, we are not kinfolk. We are straight up family. And I'm proud to be a member. Shay out. OBF for life.